What's going down, people? TK coming at you. Now, we all have issues. It's part of being on this planet and learning. That's what you're here for, is to evolve. But energy has devolved so far low to the point where it really makes it hard to put up with the level of the bullshit that people exist within. I mean, I can't pacify you and stop you from crying every time somebody takes your pacifier. And that's kind of the stance that people exist on. They're like, oh, you took my pacifier, and then you start crying, and the only thing they want you to do is put the pacifier back in their mouth. And these are grown people that are supposed to be adults, right? But adult being the abstract, because realistically they're not very strong. They're babies. They live in a false matrix. They live in a fantasy land, and they don't want to wake up from that fantasy. And anything that challenges that fantasy, they want to get defensive, aggressive, and belligerent about. So it makes it very hard, because I don't have the time, the patience to coddle. Everyone thinks that they have 20 years and nothing's ever going to change, when that could be far or the furthest from the truth. The fact is that the colonists, the Roman occupying thieves, the colonial nature of the cheating and stealing is actually going to speed up, because Rome is not food. They know they're out of time, and people get their feelings and their panties in a bunch, when the truth is that's a reality. Everyone wants to argue in beliefs, and you think beliefs are freaking facts when beliefs are not facts. Beliefs are some lie that some pastor behind a pulpit made you agree to, and you think that that's what nature and principle operates on, when that's bullshit. And that's just a lie that somebody sold you so that they can get a $3,000 suit and a $10 million plane. So, unfortunately, that's the nature of the bishopric. Their purpose is to fill their pockets. And their power to do that is to get you stuck in beliefs when nature doesn't operate on beliefs. So they have a higher form of information. They have true religion, and you have dogmata. And you think dogmata is religion, when dogmata is just some bullshit beliefs that have a foundation in truth but have no premise in truth. So you're lost in connotative linguistics, and it gives people with real power or real knowledge, they have power over you because they know what's hidden. They know the esoteric, they know the denotative explanation and the etymon of, words, the true meaning. So it's like people are lazy and don't want to be real about their pathology. You know what I mean? It's like, come on. You think that lie that they sold you is true, and you refuse to open your mind because it's, people get into this emotional defense mechanism of judging, and it's really not about that. Because when you wake up to the truth, it's not about judging someone else. It's about the fact that if you don't know something, just fucking say you don't know it. But don't be belligerent about what they lied to you and told you. And then you're aggressive and belligerent about protecting the lie that you were told. Just say, I've never been exposed to this information. You know what I mean? Let me explore it. But no, close your mind, get belligerent, and act like everything you've been told is the end-all be-all, when that's not the way life works. We're always growing and expanding. There is no end-all be-all. As long as you are living and breathing, you're supposed to expand your spirit, your knowledge, and it's to the degree in which you can understand. So the degree you obtain is endless, it's infinite. to measure your knowledge and your ability to grasp knowledge. Everyone thinks that I've made it. You never make it. It's continuous. It's an ongoing process of learning. So it's hard for me to deal with the closed-minded, belligerent, arrogant about their ignorance people. And then they're in a fantasy land thinking that I got 20 years and nothing's ever going to change. No one's ever going to die. Yes, motherfucker, people are going to die. Have you read their fucking paperwork? Have you read the Georgia Guidestones, Rex 84, King Alfred? Have you read Executive Order 11490? Motherfuckers will die because the plan from the occupying Rome is to kill you before you have the opportunity to wake up to its cheating and wake up to what's really taking place in this land. So you don't know colonial operations, you're clueless, and you think you have 30 years of your life when, no, the colonials say that they plan to kill off as many freaking people as possible before their time is up, because they know that their time is up. They know that the dollar hegemony is coming to a close. They know that they're on the end of the cycle within the economic cycles. So the cheating and the thievery is coming to an end, and the plan is to kill off as many people as possible and take down. They going down, so they're gonna take as many people down as possible. And they're speeding up their plans. So you keep living in the fantasy world that you live in, but there are people who are knowledgeable that are actually circumventing, setting up alternative systems, protecting themselves, and helping the dollar to crash. So I don't have patience for these sleep people with pacifiers that want to cry every time you took my pacifier. You shouldn't say that about people. You shouldn't use profanity. I mean, come on. Really? Adults. It's hard. It's hard for me. I'm trying. It's not easy.